up we have defensive coordinator Mark Snyder. Open up questions for Coach Snyder. Go here in the middle.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about that 3 and out in the game and what that meant to your defense and what you saw from it personally?
Well, I mean, it was, the kids had a lot of belief. We knew we needed to stop, especially the way our offense was playing, and thought the kids did a good job. I mean, they adjusted, checked to the formation and took away. I believe they were trying to go 4 vertical, and we kind of took that away and was able to get off the field.
Here in the middle, Sam. Or we'll go to Gabe first and then Sam.
Coach, how encouraged were you by the play of Raven when he got ushered into duty, and what do you think it might look like when both Everett and Raven are back?
It'll be interesting. We'll see how DeShazier is. I thought Floyd played well. Not to us practice as much with all the misdirection and stuff that this team gave us. I thought Floyd's eyes were really, really good. I mean, he did some good stuff for the limited number of reps. Very, very proud of him. And by the way, I liked your interview. That was comic relief last night when we came off the field of the person in the Grove. Our GAs pulled it up. That was good stuff. That was comic relief last night. As we watched film, right before we watched film, it's always good to have a little comic relief. That was good stuff, Gabe.
Here in the middle, Sam.
Describe the growth of Darian Claiborne and especially the way he played on Saturday.
Well, I mean, he's coming. One thing about Darian, he's so coachable. He's still learning. But, to give you an example, you see the 4th and 1 stop, he puts his hat right on him. I mean, he kisses him right in the mouth. It was picture-perfect tackle, and everybody swarmed and knocked him back, which was good to see. And early in the game, we had some things going where he was the push weak and didn't quite get there. You get him on the sideline and say, Darian, if you push weak, you're going to have an interception. And sure enough, the next series, he went and intercepted the football. That, to me, as a coach, tells you that it's coming. He's getting it. I think Darian's going to be a good football player.
And I know this is part of what you're trying to figure out, but how do you guys get what you've got late against Ole Miss and late against Arkansas into 4 quarters consistently?
Well, that's the key, consistency. It was a little bit different game this week. I thought we played pretty decent for about 3 quarters. In the 4th quarter, we were just bad, period. We have been pretty good in the second half. That's what we keep talking to these guys about, consistency. Let's play an entire game. And I think the thing that you see in some of the explosive plays is guys are pressing a little bit. Stop pressing. I mean, we're playing pretty good. Keep playing good. Don't press. With no need to press. What we're doing is working. Yeah, they're gaining yards here and there, but they're still having to punt the ball. Let's not give up the explosives to let people back into the game. And that will be the learning lesson taken from this game.
Here in the middle.
Coach, with such a young and fluid defense and, statistically giving up some yards, what do you look for in terms of progress from them? Is it statistical? Is it things you see on film?
It's more things I see on film. I mean, you always want the statistical part of it, too. And the thing I'm most pleased about is we're getting ready to face another very good running football team. And we probably had our best performance against the run Saturday. I mean, if you take away the one explosive that we had, we hold them just over 100 yards rushing, and nobody's done that since Alabama. That was very, very pleasing to see. Because, again, the team getting ready to come in here is averaging 287 on the ground, very talented, got very good running backs, got a quarterback that can roll. So that's a positive coming out of that last game, going into this game, because we're going to see the same kind of offense.
Here in the front, Suzanne.
With the Gus Malzahn team, what are you seeing that's like his stamp? I mean, I know he's known for innovations, but what are you seeing out of it?
Well, just basically what you saw last week. I got you. You weren't there. Same offense. Yes, Ole Miss. Oh, yeah. Very, very similar. Gus has probably a few more things that you didn't have in their system, their scheme, but it's exactly the same thing. I mean, I think those guys are pretty tight, and it's kind of like the Leach tree and Summey tree. It's kind of that kind of deal.
Sit in the back, Daryl.
Making you work today.
Coach, to follow that up, do you feel like that the timing of Ole Miss and Auburn is really good scheduling for your defense, just because you can look at last week's film and go, hey, we got to fix this, and this is what we're going to see?
I think it goes both ways. That's a great question. Obviously, Gus is looking at the film and going, okay, here's how they defended it. We need to do this. But yeah, I mean, where we're at right now, I don't think there's any doubt that having some carryover, going out to practice yesterday, going out to practice today, seeing some of the same things definitely helps us a little bit. But it's going to give them a little bit of advantage too when they take a peek at us, at what we did well and what we didn't do so well.
Here in the front, Suzanne.
Another question. With Floyd coming back, do you entertain the thought of moving DeShazer back to safety? Cornerback. And with Floyd coming back, is he in the starting lineup?
As of right now, he is. Today he is. We'll see how things progress throughout the week. We'll make that determination after we watch, this week's practice. If DeShazer practices, then we may entertain that. I don't even know where that's at right now. So,
Mark, you talk about the defensive line. Obviously, you had to put Golden in within us out. Can you talk how they graded the Ole Miss game?
not bad. Nothing spectacular. The one thing Isaiah did was his job, and that's all we ask him to do right now. Just do your job. He did do that. He's going to be a good player. We knew that. Isaiah did his job. Did he stand out? No. But that's okay. That's okay. He didn't stand out in a negative way either. So was pleased with him. And I was pleased with our front. The thing we've challenged our guys, we got to get some pass rush. We got to get some pass rush. And I understand it's difficult with the type of offenses that we're facing because this is like wing T stuff again. Same thing. And I know it's hard to get pass rush, but we have to apply some pressure at some point in time. And that's our. Again, I can say that now because I think we played pretty well versus their running game. Now we need to take it to the next step, which is we got to generate some pass rush without me having to make a call to generate that pass rush.
Anything else for Coach Snyder? Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.